let's talk about Donnie Darko. In a couple weeks, there is the album number 2 coming out called Divine Intervention, and there's a song on it. It's this third track on the album called Donnie Darko, right? And so if you know anything about my life, I have 2 black cats. And for a time we had 3 cats here once I moved in with my husband, and they had a cat. Now we are down to 1. And the last cat standing his name is Neo. So relate that to some of the other songs that we've made, hence like cheat codes and the Matrix vibes and all that, which has been a long standing part of my journey. And so Donnie Darko, if you don't know that movie, is another epic one. Pre-Christ, in my story as well, they're not exactly faith-based movies, but they're really awesome movies, looking back. So I'm not recommending that you need to go watch them, but if you know about them, this may be for you. So my first cat that I got as a little tiny kitten, I named him Donnie Darko, and he's a black cat, it just all makes sense to me. And I got him a friend because I ended up working a lot and living alone after not so long, and I named him Neo. So they're like my 2 little black cats. Moving in with my husband, we ended up losing those 2 other cats, his and my first cat, Donnie Darko. He got real old and we lost him outside, coyotes or something. Or, there was a lot of stuff happening. I'd been letting go of my old life, which was all up in the new age and witchcraft, occult, like all the things. And so in the song, I happened to mention too, it's an essence of letting go, and I'm like, don't look back, like Lot's wife. And it's almost as if he had to go, with my past. And even sometimes we love things so much, but we can't hold on to them. And not to say that's exactly what happened, but in a spiritual sense, I could see some of this and what God was showing me, and the ability for me to then furthermore let go and gain peace around it, because I was really wrecked by that loss. He was like my first baby. It was before I had kids, and all that. So anyways, so in that movie, I tie in, Donnie Darko. There's a little bit of Still the Wizard of Oz, which kind of bleeds from the second track, which is called Oz. And because I mentioned Dorothy at the end, how she finds her way home, and, obviously it's supposed to be me, right? And again, these are not faith-based movies, but you can see Jesus in everything if you try and if you look and if you have the eyes to see, and go ahead and tell your friends. So that's what I'm doing. And so I tie in a little bit of the butterfly effect as well. If you've never seen that movie with Ashton Kutcher. And it's just a really trippy movie. So that's where I kind of start to plan about timelines and things like that, but all together, no more new age, leaving that behind. And so the whole song just kind of twists around itself with these movies, with the word, with my testimony, and the literal names of my cats, but then the movies and how I kind of turned it to this biblical view. So anyways, I just think it's super rad track. Seems like y'all are loving it. It's not even out yet, so I'm super excited. That one, along with Oz, are just a little extra saucy on this next album, and they hit you real early in the beginning. So enjoy and tell me what you think. Mwah.